Divine Feminine is feeling a lack of interest in her masculine. Normally she would find some sort of relief or realizations when looking up the DM collective to find out what they're thinking about and feeling. However, lately she has just lost interest in how or what he is doing completely. She wishes him well from afar and hopes his head is above water, obviously, but she feels so lost and uninterested in why he is not making any efforts or what is occupying him. She seems to have fully surrendered and passed it over to God and the universe to work it out for her. Divine Feminine is focusing on running errands, clearing out old patterns, mastering lessons she has learnt, trying to get closer to God and tap into her spirituality and gifts to progress further on this journey. She has still not stepped off the roller coaster that is the twin flame journey. She seems to be hanging in there by a thread. Not much is keeping her there though. But she keeps up to date with the collective energies, 1 foot in and 1 foot out, I'm seeing. Divine Feminine feels as though this current year has flown by. Time has passed so rapidly. She feels that she's losing herself, losing time and time spent doing things that make her feel alive. I can see the feminine is drafting up plans in her mind, or she can be writing down her plans for the future, manifesting, starting to switch her energy and focus and becoming more positive, trying to align herself back to her core feelings and thoughts and to ground herself. As most of this year, she feels herself that she's been ungrounded and she's been floating through life with not much stability or energy. She's trying to change this for the back end of this year, and I can see Spirit is supporting the healthy changes that she's making in her daily life. Spirit has granted the feminine with the energy and the light bulb moments of thinking and shifting her thoughts into a more positive, abundant mindset. There's no need to focus on lack, as there is lots that awaits Divine Feminine for being so thorough and consistent on this journey. Divine Feminine has learnt so much about herself. She has learnt to love herself and her body, and she has recently realised how much she has endured, and she has a deep sense of appreciation for self. She's realised how much she's put up with that she shouldn't have, and she's realised how strong her mind, body and soul is, how she has seemed to bounce back from any setback with ease, and she realises her power, and this will attract more good energy and blessings towards her. With a pure heart and gratitude, she can manifest her heart's desires. And I can see Divine Feminine getting excited for what's to come in her future. Although she feels she has a blindfold on, she trusts Spirit and has faith only good can come out of this situation. Divine Feminine is seeing a lot of birds at this time. And nesting season is well over. So the winter is here. And Spirit is showing Divine Feminine that change is happening also. Transition is taking place. And it almost feels like the feminine has been nesting and settling into a new life, or is about to start a brand new chapter. I'm seeing the number 30. So some Divine Feminines might resonate with turning 30 this year. Some might feel like they've been on such a long journey of self-discovery, and it may have took them about 30 years to wake up to who they really are. Or 30 could mean something else to you, but change is coming. I'm seeing the feminine feeling competitive. From the way she wishes to present herself to the world now, she wants to be looking and feeling top form, I'm hearing, and a force to be reckoned with. When she next pops out or is seen, she is picturing in her head, or rather manifesting, how she will look and shock people, as if she's had or will have a major glow up. And I'm seeing people in the near future shocked at the sudden or quick transformation. Physically, Divine Feminine will glow up, but there is no bigger glow up than her actual mentality. She will be radiating from the inside out. She will feel whole, and it will be shown to the outside people so clearly, and it'll be hard not to notice. I'm feeling a lot of people swarming around her, and I'm hearing, I need a little bit of your energy. So some people want to take divine feminine's energy and they want a piece of divine feminine's pie, she's going to be feeling so confident. And I can also see the feminine picturing or reminiscing on the past lovers randomly, out of nowhere. Spirit is showing divine feminine her lovers for what they are and who they are. It's like she's never seen them so clearly, and she is sickened by some of them, remembering the words that they used or how they spoke to her. And she's picturing some of the sweet times also, and the secret times. A lot of the memories are coming up to the forefront around the next full moon to simply bubble up, process those old emotions and let them go finally. It's a cleansing out of a space in the mind for the new energies to enter. So no more past energies or the ways of thinking will enter the new phase of life that is about to come. And that is the reason for all the old flashbacks coming in. It's like a clearing out of the closet vibe. And I'm seeing the divine feminine's pieced together like a puzzle. All the conversations with her divine masculine. All the random things that he would tell her and talk to her about. And the things that he would say to her. And finally, she's been able to sit back and clearly see the situation for what it was. She can see where her masculine lied to her and why he did it. She can see where he may have been opening up authentically to her. And then she can also see some of the manipulation now. And everything seems to be crystal clear. And although it's heavy energy, she is sitting back feeling grateful for the sudden enlightenment and feels a major sense of relief. I can see the feminine wanting to clean, keep organised, travel, book a trip, or she might be going on a trip in the next couple of weeks to months. But I'm seeing flights getting booked. I'm seeing a busy life, travel, but staying very low-key about it and enjoying the moment and being present. I can see that she's catching up on work, finishing projects and getting property bills paid, feeling very super organised and accomplished. And I'm also seeing the feminine contemplate some sort of surgery. I don't know why, but I'm getting nose or nasal surgery, something to do with a nose. Or maybe Spirit is showing me this because some kind of surgery will help divine feminine breathe better. Divine feminine of some sort is on a waiting list for surgery and feeling anxious as to whether to go ahead with it or not. But it will benefit your life, so go ahead and there's no need to worry. I can see the masculine in his head regarding what is the next course of action, what it should be and what it will be for the best of everyone involved in his karmic situation. Whether that's a family, spouse, children, ex-partner, I'm just seeing a lot of people involved in his headspace, thinking what will be good for everyone else. But Spirit is letting him know that he has hurt a lot of people along the way. And there is no better course of action to take other than telling the truth and being authentic. Only then will he gain back some respect. So he's thinking, even if he is honest with the divine feminine, she will totally disown him and move forward. So he doesn't believe that she can forgive him for the secrets that he has been hiding. Spirit is pushing him into a corner now. He can't think straight. He's trying to focus on his money and he is having some financial struggles. But I can see that he has been spending money on unnecessary things to try and fill a void. Eating when he's stressed. And Spirit showed me a picture of his cheeks blowing out or bloating out, like extra weight on his face and cheeks. He's seen overindulging basically, and I'm hearing that he's comfort eating, overeating, feeling lack and knowing that his unhealthy habits and patterns are ruining his health. Divine Masculine is ignoring Divine Feminine currently. He's not wanting to respond to any message. She might be sending him energetically, and he knows that she is distressed and still waiting for answers. He knows that he left and abandoned her at the worst possible time. This makes him feel immature and emasculated. He is not proud of his actions and he feels he has not been a man about the situation, therefore hangs his head in shame. I'm seeing him go over and over in his head, the scenario playing it out and wishing that he had took a different action, as he's totally destroyed any trust that they may have built up. He would normally judge others for acting in such a way. In fact, he once told Divine Feminine he doesn't understand how people could be so selfish and horrible. He's called people out for doing the same thing that he ended up doing to her. And he feels that like it's not him. It's not right what he's done. And I'm feeling regret in my stomach, a real bad feeling. Something is hanging over his head and it won't go away. So the regret is cutting him deep and he needs to make things right. I see whatever he plans to do will affect the third party massively. And I can also see that he's on thin ice with the feminine. He feels as though if he doesn't tread carefully and get his act together financially or become stable soon or even get honest, Divine Feminine will somehow out him. She will hang his dirty laundry out for the world to see. He feels a sense of danger as things could get messy. He feels Divine Feminine intuition is high. And he also feels Divine Feminine is keeping the secret from him, that she knows about his life and his lies, but she's patiently waiting for him to come forward and speak his truth. He feels if he doesn't speak his third party situation, that he's so worried about finding out the truth. He's worried that they'll find out before he's had the chance to sort it out. And I'm feeling this anxiety feeling. He is so worried. He's at a total stalemate and nothing is happening. There is no action, there's no movement, and he's stuck. He also feels like Divine Feminine is protecting him at this time, and she hasn't told people the half of it. She's kept it very private, and he's worried now that time's gone on so long that she's bound to have told someone what's really happened. I can see until the end of November, because Divine Feminine is so frustrated with her counterpart and lacks empathy for his current situation, she could, if she has the chance, get quite brutal when it comes to the masculine. She could lash out in anger to him. She could send him a blunt message. She may speak down to him. She seems to have lost respect for him. So however, Divine Feminine has class, so she won't just flip. So she's learnt a lot of lessons and knows how to handle her emotions better now. So that won't stop her from being cold and blunt, but she has tact. I can see Divine Masculine feeling major urge to talk before November closes out. He feels this might be the only way to find some sort of relief. He realises life is short and he wants to clear the air on a lot of things. He feels guilt and remorse for how he's gave the feminine no answers, and he feels bad for the feminine. I heard him say, I'm feeling sorry for her. So Divine Feminine, no, he doesn't pity you. He just feels bad for how far he's let this pan out. He potentially feels Divine Feminine has healed herself, but hasn't known truly what she's healing from, as he's give no closure, and he's looking to come in and give the closure out of respect for the feminine. There is no way this is going to be a nice conversation to have, but Spirit is warning the feminine now to have an open mind. Be light-hearted and take this with as much dignity and grace that you've got. Divine Feminine already knows what her intuition is telling her. Now it's just a case of hearing the confirmation. But this won't be a shock to the feminine. She won't believe that it's finally coming out of her masculine's mouth. And everything has free will. So Divine Feminine can make her own choice and decisions after she hears the blunt truth. But it is coming. Like, share and subscribe for more messages direct from Spirit.